Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Dungeons 3. I played the main campaign, did a series on the main campaign, what was it, last year or something like that? And then I was like, yeah, this is a fun game. I can't wait for the DLC to come out. And then I pretty much just put it out of my mind, forgot about it, until Calypso Media was like, hey, you want to cover the DLC? And I was like, sure, let's see which ones they have. And they have all of the DLC is out at this point. I missed every single one of them. And so they want me to cover Clash of Gods. Ideally, I'd like to cover Lord of Kings, Evil of the Caribbean, and Once Upon a Time. We'll see how it goes. But seeing as they asked nicely, let's start with Clash of Gods. So even after Thanos' death, there's still work to be done. For the Goddess of Light has sworn bitter revenge. Once again, Talia? Yeah, right. I remember now. Talia and the snuggled in a warm blanket in front of the fireplace after the credits have rolled evil. Have to head out and save the world? The evil world, that is. Okay.
An unexpected journey. After her brilliant and bloodthirsty victory over Tanos, Talia set out to conquer the last remaining pockets of resistance.
Co-op. Let me check something. How much is this game? There's like a bundle going on. If they had the... Actually, they're broadcasting my whole series on the Steam page right now. That's cute. I was tempted if it had if I probably missed the sale last week, unfortunately. But I was like, well, I mean, if it was cheap, I'd pick up a spare copy and hand it to Shell and we'd do it. But she's got other things to do today, so let's just dive into this ourselves.
The absolute evil, aided by Talia, had already defeated the western kingdoms in the east. Would it now set out to slay the northern kingdoms in the south? Not known as the most creative writers in the world, the development team will probably hold off that idea for later. Dungeons 4, 5, 29. However, not all heroes surrendered their fates to the unmerciful and merciless evil. A few last desperate rebels rallied around one final remaining hero. Admiral Overproud, father to a certain Yaina, vowed bitter revenge for the premature death of his only child. Talia found this a welcome change from the endless, tiring stream of victory celebrations. At least these were heroes willing to defend themselves, as opposed to the pathetic little snots she used as sparring partners. And so it was that Talia set out on behalf of the bored and overpriced add-ons obsessed evil to show Admiral Overproud just exactly where the moonstone hung.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a little quiet. I'll have to balance the audio in post. But it just seems like it got quieter. They might have balanced the audio maybe a bit too far. But luckily, if you're playing it on your own, you can just turn up the volume, and if you're watching later, hopefully I've remembered to balance the audio properly. I hope so. And if you're wondering why I'm even talking about it, because the audio is balanced properly, well then, I don't know. Anyway.
Our men! I'm proud of ye, lads. We've seized back the area and keel-hauled those horde bastards. For Lord Aaron, I mean for Dalaran. With the goddess on our side, we'll force the vermin to walk the plank. Follow me.
At last! We found them! They must be the last rebels reported by our scouts, led by that Admiral Overproud, who is honestly the worst admiral I've ever heard of. But you've heard of him? Oh, shut up, good Talia. Why do you continue to torment me? I mean, we killed Tanos together. We stuck his head on a spike. Don't you think it's time to take things easy and let chaos do the rest? Yeah, well, I decided to drop the goody two-shoes act for a while. I was hoping I could convince you of the benefits of non-aggression treaties. Non-aggression titty-watty?
Hi there. Sorry to interrupt. Could you just hurry on the chit-chat, please? I've been getting complaints. Why, oh why, are missions intros so interminably long? I mean, it doesn't bother me, I get paid by the line, but... Okay, where were we? Oh, yes. Talia managed to pinpoint some of the scattered rebels under the leadership of Yaina's father, Admiral Overproud. Talia still hadn't built a dungeon in the area. It was therefore a very sensible idea indeed to take the nearby hero's monument and use it to erect an outpost in the overworld. Outposts in the overworld? Whatever will they think of next?
Ah! New in-game features. I love it! From the outpost, I can access that cave and make things a little more homely round here. And sign non-aggression pacts. And use it as a base to exterminate the rebels, destroy them, slay them, dice them into cubes, and smear toothpaste in their eyes.
Okay, time clearly hasn't healed any of your psychological deficiencies, has it? Anyway, your goal is clear. First thing in your inbox, take the hero's monument. Move it! Move it! You know the drill!
Command me!
Okay, the DLC is very self-aware. Very impressive. The whole game is self-aware. Ooh, the UI, I forgot how big it was. Well, happens. Okay. Talia cannot be allowed to die. Now, it looks like she's lost most of her abilities. I think she had like a blizzard move that she could throw. However, we've got quite the group to throw their way, so I'm just going to send them after them. Anyway, if you haven't picked up on it, this game is very much like, I mean, it is a massive parody for Blizzard products. So if you've ever played Warcraft 3, this plot's going to seem weirdly familiar and also probably backwards. And that's totally fine. Let's see, was the original game as fourth wall breaking? I believe it was. Dungeons 2 definitely was. Unfortunately, I couldn't complete a series on Dungeons 2 because the narrator was a little bit too abusive and I, like, kind of got sick of it. Because he would yell at me for everything. And I got, like, really mad about it. And then everybody got mad at me because I was, you know, not as excited about it. So when 3 came out, I was like, hey, let's give this another shot. Let's see if we like this as much. And the answer was, yes. Yes, I do. I really do actually rather like these games. Part of it is... There's a setting that I could set in this game that turned down the narrator chatter. I like his chatter, but it was like... You know, he was effectively being like, "Brah, why haven't you done this thing yet?" over and over and over again, and it got frustrating. Because I was like, yeah, you know, I want to sit back and enjoy this game. It was hard it was hard to focus when he was like, and the lazy evil forgot to erect his brewery.
It's that damn Talia who killed my daughter. I'll strangle her with...
Talia approached the hero's monument. She would use
Probably
brute
should have listened
force
to the guy,
turn
but
it into
whatever.
an outpost of the merciless evil.
But yeah, so it is, oh, right. No active pausing in this game. What have I been playing
Evil
recently
is
that has active pausing?
unstoppable.
A lot of stuff have had active pausing, so messing with me a little bit. I'm just gonna keep rolling him backwards so he lives through this. I don't need to
am
necessarily,
the
but it's better to
evil.
be... It's better to save my money if I can. But yeah, so they are very satirical. The writing is great. Honestly, most of my complaints were largely just because, like, commentating over a game that's constantly trying to talk over you is tough. But, you know, it's not so bad when there's a meter that actually turns it down a little bit. Oh, I think the other reason that got me with Dungeons 2 is it had, like, kind of a forced online setup. And it, like, crashed and let me play the single player at the time, and I was just like, last straw, I'll come back later. And coming back later turned out to be a really good idea, because Dungeons 3 was really good. Decently long, kind of fun. I don't know, if you've been wanting like another Warcrafty type game,
You
this
have
one's
a new
maybe a little
outpost
easier.
available. Talia and the mercilessly rampaging evil's army had done it. All that remained of the hero's monument was an Olympic-class 3D jigsaw puzzle. In its place stood a swanky statue of the pretentious evil to mark the outpost.
Probably give the Demogorgon that.
You
Hey!
desire?
Okay, good, so you can actually give them the books. That's helpful. I wonder if you could do this entire mission without, you know, just with this small army. I bet you could. Oh. I wonder what these flags are. Empty building site. Oh, you can erect stuff here. So, Lightning Towers, Statue of Evilness, and Ballista Towers. So,
what?
effectively the outpost has buildable defenses or resource generators. Well, that's helpful. No, this firebomb's supposed to be on autocast, but she hasn't actually been really using it. Oh, it's okay. Not that big of a deal. Is that all of them? That is all of them. Cool. Hello! I do like my Forces of Evil. I really need to sit down and play that Keeper RL game. I got a copy. Oh, jeez. Mark there. Run. These elves mean a little bit more business than the other elves. Same thing, Orgrosh. No, Orgrosh! Oh. He managed to survive. I'm kind of impressed. I had written him off almost entirely. I should probably sit back and actually let it heal for a second before we go do anything too much. We need more Nagas for healers. Really wants me to build these. I don't... Do I have a... Oh, I do have some evilness points. Statue of Evilness, Statue of the Undead. Oh. Hello, Statue of the Horde.
Using cheap labor and materials, the evil expanded the outpost.
Okay. So effectively... I don't have that much money, so I don't want to, like, spend too much here. But I'll probably just get, like, an electric tower and just have that sit there for the time being.
Killed?
Okay, cool. Yeah, Dungeons is such a good game. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing as Overlord, Dungeon Keeper, Dungeons. They all kind of fit in the same brand of game. And they're all generally pretty good. Ow. Oh. Okay. Unfortunately, micro is not a strong suit of this game necessarily. I keep trying to active pause, and it is not actually working that hot.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I gotta get through the lot of them. Actually, do I? How do I even get up here? Looks like I gotta bust the wall in that general area. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. Like how the terrain deforms when you take over an area. Yeah, it's cool. I'd actually love to play, like, a mode for this game, or, like, one of these games, for example, where it's all of the campaign takes place on one fairly large map. Kind of closer to how Civilization handles it, but instead it's like, you know, you have your dungeon, and you're slowly building up this singular dungeon the entire time. Oh, I should probably let them heal a bit more. Maybe? Because, yeah, the orcs are looking pretty bad. And it looks like, honestly, nothing's really happening to me right now. Oh, it's daytime. That's something to keep in mind. What else do we have? Because we do have, like, Ultra the Undead, Ultra the Demon. I guess I could get just, like, a Ballista Tower. Or a Cannon Tower. I should probably save that money. Wait until we actually have, like, an income. Yeah, we'll wait. Because unfortunately my Naga's taking some damage. I don't want to get her hit while we're at this. Let's see. I think you just kind of regularly collect it. I think if you have a unit hanging out next to one of those evilness fountains, it'll auto-collect. Now, will the Nagas heal themselves? I don't think so. I think you need, like, a full set of Nagas for it. For them to actually...
Who do you want killed?
Yeah, auto-heal. Okay. Really? They can't cross that. Okay. Well, that's fine. Wish I could kind of set a formation. Anyway, bruisers. Get them. Oh.
I am the evil.
Right, Crumble can't be healed. Milkunis, yep. Surprising no one. Okay.
Tanos' head.
Yeah, I forgot all of the dumb names. I wonder if there is a way to get, like, an Excel sheet that you just get access to. Or not, you can find, like, access to an Excel sheet with all the names. Because I would love to have, like, an Excel sheet of all of my, like, Twitch viewers, subs, whatever, that I just go back to every single time. For every game where you have, not procedurally generated names for the characters, but, like, you know, for example, this Naga is named Milkunis. as in Mila Kunis, for example.
I will destroy
And, you know,
this land.
Mogdor, Orgush. You know, if I could have
The evil in
Crystalon.
its desire to drive the narrative forward destroyed the rebel camp. Darkness covered the land, and the underground opened.
But, you know, if I could have, like, you know, Crystalon, Bash Boy, whatever, and just that, like, little nod would be lovely. Actually, that would be a really cool feature for, like, just, that'd be a cool feature for just Twitch interaction in general. Like, if, because I see a lot of, like, kind of subscriber interaction, you know, Twitch features, live features, I don't know, whatever. And a lot of them are just kind of dull. You know, it's like, oh, they can vote on what bad things happen to you, and I guess it's fine. But I find it, like, breaks the game in kind of weird ways. Like, I really liked, what was it called? Immortal Redneck. But the Twitch features just completely destroyed the balance of the game, because effectively everybody just had carte blanche, like, ability to vote on all the most powerful things for me. And so, like, I'd have rather overpowered runs.
That's good. Stale dungeon fog. I love the smell of rotting flesh in the morning. Personally, I could live without it. Elven noses aren't designed for anything too pestilential.
Okay, Talia entered the underground despite her lame non-aggression pack-seeking side. There she could hunker down and build some decent defenses to stave off the advancing heroes.
That's what we'll do! Ha ha ha! Lock down the dungeon and kick some serious do-gooder ass. I'll rip 'em from limb to limb, slice off their ears and poke 'em with sharp pencils.
But in order to proceed against the rebels, Talia had to search the underground for another dungeon entrance. An entrance that would take her to the other side of the mountain and close to the local rebel camp.
I can do that. Little snots, prepare to comb the dungeon. On second thoughts, put the comb away. I didn't mean it literally.
But spiders too were in the underground. Spiders who seemed to have grown more intelligent. Not only were the critters now getting around, they were settling in without even asking. The arachnophobic evil was sure to have fun with them.
Command me!
Okay, there we go. Now, it doesn't look like any of the spiders are immediately there, so have fun, you large group of people. I should probably grab her and drop her over here so she doesn't immediately get whomped by spiders. And Talia should probably actually be number 1. Oops. Did I grab her? Nope. Alright, group 2. Kill them! Oh, these are the tough ones. Yeah, these are the dangerous spiders. Oh, it's okay. As soon as we get rid of these nests, we should be fine. Because we don't have a whole lot of magic. And can I hire? No, can't hire any Nagas yet. Once we get Nagas, this gets a lot easier, and the ability to resurrect our dudes. Helps that we started with all the main large champion creatures. That makes my life easier. Anyway, didn't we already play Dungeons 3, or are you imagining things? This is the DLC, actually. They put out 4 DLCs. I don't know if it's like a mission, multiple missions, or what exactly. But I figured I'd do them real quick. I think Crumble just respawns. I could be wrong. We should probably get some rooms down before I, like, mess with too much.
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Hey.
No! I'll be back.
Your little snots have dug out a new room.
Did I do that? I might have. These are all the real tough ones. Well, it looks like we're healing through it, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it looks like we're okay. I gotta figure out... I don't remember how research worked in this game. It's fighting in the dungeon, that's fine. Yeah, I have to relearn the mechanics. Oh. I have to throw money at Resing Talia. That sucks. I didn't realize that they were whomping her.
Oh, they!
Oh. Uh-oh. Gotta watch out for that. But yeah, I gotta relearn... Okay, this is the research menu. Okay, so first and foremost, we need Nagas. No, it's just evilness points to unlock most of these things, right? No more little snots. Okay. Well, we've got Nagas. That's the most important part. Well, I guess I'll grab the guard room. And head for the brewery, because we're going to need those. Looks like we already have those? Yeah. Like I said, it's been a little while. Okay. So if we put her in the back... And I've already got the research for this. Let's get a couple more Naga.
Army hearties!
There we go.
Put an end to this evil!
What are you doing? Get in there. You slob. Get you your beer later. Did I just cause him to ragdoll because I kept slapping him around? Well, he is just totally on strike. Alright, whatever. I guess we'll deal with that later. See, wonder if you've seen Catastronauts. I have. I was watching Stumped play that the other day. It looks good. Unfortunately, that's like a local multiplayer only thing. Okay, Enraged, gone on strike. Yeah. And we don't have any food, do we? Well, that's a condrummel. I should probably get working on these things. Okay, more food. I should probably actually get more. But yeah, I'd like to play Catastronauts, because it looked really fun. It just, you know, it's hard for me to play stuff that's local multiplayer, because I don't have many friends that are, like, locally available. I don't know they have parsecs set up, but, my friend group just kind of blew up, so the idea of trying to do Catastronauts right now seems like it would be tougher than I'd like it to be. So it might be one of those that, like, Shell and I loaded up at some point and try it out. That might be kind of fun. I'm just gonna do big rooms for a bit. We've got a decent amount of money. So we should have plenty of food now. Oh, hopefully. Let's see, so we're gonna need beer, brewing kettle. I remember most of this. Helps that we started with a full complement of
Dragons have nested in the underground.
Oh, great.
Death to all that is...
Oh, they're all on strike. It's a guard room, hideout. And then we need beer. Okay, so we need a little bit more. Hopefully the dragons won't just immediately attack me. Though, if I remember right, the dragon lizards are pretty weak, yeah. I just have to make sure I don't spend... Or I don't throw anybody that direction, at least for a bit. Okay. So that's the hideout. Has bunks? We're gonna need a much larger hideout. What am I doing? Holy crap, I'm gonna need a significantly larger hideout for this. Okay. But yeah, which DLC is this? This is Clash of Gods currently. Honestly, if I had known that they had more DLC out at different times, I actually would have done, I would have done all of them when they had come out, but, I wasn't paying enough attention, and, oh well. Okay, we also want a graveyard somewhere. We don't necessarily need a big one. Well, honestly, we just dug this room out, and it's pretty limited. I'm just gonna turn this into the graveyard for the time being. It's not a pretty room, but yeah, I can't dig out these rocks, so I might as well just use it as graveyard for the time being. I have too many games to cover. Yep, pretty much always have had too many games to cover. And it's like, it's not so bad, but there is definitely a feeling of, like, mild, oh boy. How am I ever gonna get to them all? And luckily, it looks like October might actually be a bit of a quiet month. You know, we've got a number of, like, re-releases and stuff. Yeah, no bunk. We're working on it. We've got a number of kind of re-releases this month, and there's, like, a couple of new ones. But otherwise, it's a fairly quiet month compared to last week. There's a couple of interesting games here and there, but for the most part, it is going to remain relatively quiet in comparison to other weeks that I've had recently. And that's good, because that'll give me some time to focus on finishing stuff and, you know, getting all the content done that I need to get done. We have no bunk, and he's hungry. Well, for fixing that, we might honestly need yet more food. Can I, like, prioritize making said bunks? No. Almanac. I think we need, like, doors on this if I want to get it to good efficiency. Okay, well, next up, what I want is a workshop. Because, yeah, I think doors increase efficiency. There's a number of things that, like, work how the, or that help the efficiency rating grow. I don't actually remember it very well, but it doesn't matter that much.
Spiders are spread out somewhere in the underground.
Really? What was this menu? There they are. What the deuce?
There are countless spiders
there we
pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting.
I didn't accidentally anything. They did that themselves.
Evil will triumph!
Oh, that reminds me. I should probably grab the remaining Naga. We don't actually want to grab these. Okay. Because, yeah, we need as many healers as possible. I think Crumble doesn't heal. He just dies. But when he dies, he'll just go back to the graveyard. I hope that's how it works. Yep, there it is. Awful efficiency, but still.
Throw me at the enemy!
Okay. Done. She wanted to be thrown. She got thrown. Okay, so we've got a...
Spiders are spread out somewhere in the underground.
Big shred. Okay. Should be fine. He still wants a bunk. Somebody make him a bunk. Unless we need to make him like an especially large bunk or something crazy like that. I don't think so. I don't think you have to do anything special. Well, did we make this even larger?
The excavating evil's little snots discovered another dungeon entrance. This would lead very close to the rebel camp. It was time to attack.
Ah, you got that right. Attack, men! For my daughter! For Dolaran! Make 'em walk the plank!
Wait a minute, we were going to attack. That's not fair. Defend the dungeon, send them packing, throw chocolate at them till they get diabetes.
Well, that's an odd choice, but okay. Now, we need to actually research doors, I think? Or maybe it's just under Tinker Cave. Either way, I've got oh, I got tons of evilness points. Holy butts. Alright, sure. Let's see. Life. Might as well pick up Ironhide. Pretty much anything that is... that only requires evilness points, I can just research immediately. I know there's things that you use evilness points on, but it's not much. It's not compared to the amount that I'm packing.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Okay, let me guess. Up here? Good luck! I believe in you! Okay. So next order of business, we should probably figure out how to start reviving folks. Because we're gonna need that. Seriously, no, we are not making any bunks for anybody. Let's see, is this the opposite of a classic hero game? Pretty much, yeah. You know, you ever played Warcraft 3? Did you like Warcraft 3? Because this is like, effectively, hey, people like Warcraft 3, let's take the piss out of it. And they did, and it was good. Like, I rather like the Dungeon series now. Now that I've gotten over being grumpy at the narrator abusing me. The narrator's a bit of a jerk. But I think that's very much like an intentional thing. Okay, can I tell this to make anything? Magic create a mat, regular create a mat. Oh, right, the magic one can just make stuff automatically. I forgot a lot of these mechanics. I'll make, if I remember right, you can fill empty tiles. I'll work on that in a bit. I've still got plenty of space. Make a 5x5 room in a number of these spots. I guess this is just going to be a 7x4. I got a lot of room to work with. No real dungeon. I do wish there were a couple more modes that were just simply, hey, you're in the dungeon, there's no overworld that you have to worry about. Just go until you lose, or like hold out for a while, or just, you know, make like a good dungeon or something like that. I guess I really would like to see like a AAA developer tackle like a combination between Orcs Must Die 2, probably. Unchained was kind of weird. Combination between Orcs Must Die 2 and like Dungeon Keeper Rimworld or something would be amazing. I would love that. Because, yeah, this is a great RTS, but I wouldn't exactly say it's, like, as much on the dungeon keeping side of things. Like, I'm making a dungeon, but for the most part, all of my goals are on the overworld. Overworld. Yeah, Orcs Must Die is fun as hell. Orcs Must Die is amazingly well made. I didn't like Unchained at all. It's because it was, like, balanced around being a MOBA and a bunch of other things, and, like, the competitive aspects to it. And there was just... I don't know, it didn't feel the same. Okay, so we wanted to look into...
Your little snots have uncovered a dragon's nest.
Okay, Undead can make magic toolboxes from ordinary toolboxes and mana. So right, we're gonna have to look into getting an Arcanium. Okay, need the spells. Yeah, I've got an insane amount of evilness points that I'm just rolling around with. I think we've just filled out the entire research tree in, like, no time flat. Convenient. Okay. So, these are spells. Army, creatures... Still building. Okay. So, mana stored, demons can extract additional mana from the environment. We're probably going to need that because I don't have any mana. Mana Shrine or large Mana Shrine? Oh, do I not have a whole lot of boxes? Yeah, I don't actually have a whole lot of boxes. I'd like to have the automatic ones, but we need the large create a map before I can get to that. Crypt.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
has the defibromats. There's also the auto defibromats. We'll have to work on that. What is going on up here?
Where are you taking me?
Good luck.
Ow!
Why are you still on? Why do we not have a bunk for him yet? What is going on? I feel like there's something wrong with how the hideout is going. Maybe my snots just haven't been working on it? I don't really know.
Triumph!
Does anybody know? Dark Elf Lady is loud. Yeah, that's unfortunately because the voice acting.
Talia, you scrawny sea hog! I'm gonna smother you in sea spume!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Drop me on the enemy!
The voice acting meter is maxed out intentionally. Grab some spells. We don't have a lot of magic though, unfortunately, so maybe I shouldn't work on that. Delete the one snake bed. It might be getting in the way. Yeah, I don't know how to delete individual ones. I might have to delete the whole thing. I'll get the money for it. So let's just get the lot of it and then replace it immediately with the exact same thing. And hopefully they'll remake it properly, because effectively I should have a bed for the ogre, but I don't? Question mark? Yeah, I don't know if he needs a separate room. I don't think he does. Because there's the arena. There's the drum. But that's for, like, a guard room. Oh, guard room. Their needs are met automatically. That's kind of helpful. Okay, I guess we'll turn that into a guard room. Probably fill in the walls a little bit. So that the guard room is more limited.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
More?
Oh, destroy the good!
Okay, now they're making it. That is most definitely the ogre bed. I don't know why they didn't make it to begin with.
Evil is unstoppable!
Are they dead? Y'all wanna fight back? I mean, they'll fight back on the way. Okay. So while that gets set up, let's put a guard room down in here. Oops. What did I even pick up? Random body. Alright. No! I just want to mine out this one tile. Thank you. Okay, there we go. The old bed prevented a clear 5x5 area for the ogre bed. Oh, okay, that makes sense. There's tons of space in here. There should be no reason why this has any issues. That would explain things.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Okay. I'd like to make a defibromat, but we don't have any. Which probably means, yeah, we don't have any toolboxes. But we don't have enough. Jerks.
All that is good.
I was just making these. Yeah, even the demon is,
Payday.
is Grumple. Right, because we need the... It's like a lounge or something? I don't really remember. Okay, well, let's finish with the gobbler thing. Yeah, they gave me a lot of, high-maintenance monsters. And I'm kind of paying the price a bit. So we need a Chamber of Relaxation. Level 4 onwards, demon want to take mana baths. I think that's the case. We've got some research I should probably do. Nope, that's spells. Research. Because I'm gonna need... like 2 imps, at the very least. Did I get another grave golem? Or even... that might work. I actually have never tested. Okay. So we can make some traps now, but what we want is probably the Chamber of Relaxation. I know there's the Torture Chamber and the Lecture Hall. The Lecture Hall is for... right. The, like, mini research. Yeah, can you tell it's been a little while since I've done this? I'm working on it, but there's a lot to do. Okay, are my guys still on strike, or have they actually had the chance to rest? I guess we can probably check in the army tab. So he's still not happy. Looks like everybody else is doing fine, though. Because, yeah, I'd like to take out those dragons. And I thought I had unlimited money. Oops. Why do we just have a bunch of gobblers here? What? What? There's just, like, a random horde of gobblers outside of Gobbletown. Well, more gobblers. Have fun. I didn't realize you could just randomly find gobblers like that, actually. That's kind of neat. Okay, cool. So they will just hang out in that guard room and just do whatever they want. That's good. So yeah, I should probably let the
Heroes have entered the dungeon and are
snots just
making
do whatever they
headway.
want.
Wait, do I hear them digging into the rock? I believe they intend to build some kind of underground base.
Into my dungeon? Unbelievable! These new in-game map tweaks have gone too far. Stop them, spank them, pull off their ears and rip out their nostril hair.